You're listening to Page Flippers Take on the World from Brooklyn Public Library, a podcast where kids save the day by exploring their interests, discovering new books, and talking to real live experts. If you can take over the show, you can take on the world.
Almost there.
Wow, Rachel, when did you get so good at the monkey bars?
I've been coming to the park during my lunch breaks to practice. Some of these kids are really good. Like that kid. She's the fastest monkey bar climber I've ever seen. And she can do the highest monkey bars. I wish I could do those.
Why don't you ask her what her secret is?
Oh no, I couldn't. She's so cool.
Rachel, you're cool. I think if you just introduce yourself and say you admire her work.
Oh, well, would you look at that? It's time for our page flipper meeting. We have to get back to the library and set up the meeting room.
Right, let's go.
I'm really good at cooking.
That's so cool. Maybe one day you'd like to work as a chef, or own a restaurant, or write cookbooks.
I can draw a really amazing monster. I'm really good at painting.
Wow, maybe you'd like to be an illustrator for books, or work as a computer animator for movies or video games. Page flippers, take on the world. 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 I can do so many things. I read about the things I dream. I flip pages like a chef flips pancakes. I'm a page flipper. I can do anything. Page flippers, take on the world. Page flippers, take on the world.
Forever Ago is a history show for the whole family, from the producers of Brains On. Every episode looks into the surprising and fascinating history of things we think are ordinary, but they're not, like ice cream flavors, video games, baths, and more. I'm Joy Dolo, an actor, an improviser, a hater of mayonnaise, and a lover of history. I host Forever Ago, where we make learning about the past fun while teaching listeners to think critically about history. Follow Forever Ago wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Page Flippers Club. For those of you who are here for the first time, I'm Librarian Rachel.
And I'm Librarian Shanitha. And I hereby call to order this meeting of Page Flippers, kid book lovers who want to be the best readers and the best people they can be. You know what we love to say. We flip pages like a chef flips pancakes.
That's right. To start off our Page Flipper meeting, let's do our imagination recitation.
Everybody join in. Want to travel the world? Just flip a page. Want to save the day? Just flip a page. The story I make is up to me.
The story I make is up to me.
We'll make our world what we want it to be.
We'll make our world what we want it to be.
When we meet in this library space,
When we meet in this library space,
We change it to a magical place.
we change it to a magical place.
Now the magic can really start.
What is that? It looks like some crazy magical machine. It's got lots of buttons and levers. Whoa!
Whoa is right. It's the Whoa Gizmo.
What does it do?
Some incredible things. But it can't do anything until it gets to know our star page flipper.
so let's get to it. Today's star page flipper is Yuna.
Hi, everyone.
Babbling Books, we just saw you in the park. You're the best at the monkey bars.
Oh, yeah, that was me. Thank you.
Yuna, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Yuna, and I'm 8 years old, and I live in Brooklyn.
Let's hear it for Yuna.
Yay, Yuna.
Today, Page Flipper Yuna is leading the show. During the Page Flipper meeting, we'll find out more about Yuna's interests.
Oh, and then the Whoa Gizmo will find her the perfect book.
That's my favorite part.
Mine too. Because when we read, we go on adventures and learn more about the things that interest us. You know, the things that make you go, ooh.
Librarian Shaditha, don't you have a song about that?
I sure do.
Tell me the things you like, what makes your heart sing. Stuff that makes you happy, your favorite things.
Hey, I'm Simon Kenton, and I like running.
Things you love to do and learn about. Things that make you shout out, ooh. Oh, things that make you go, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Oh, things that make you go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm interested in rocks and minerals, but what I'm most interested in is the periodic table of elements.
I'm good at coloring, I'm good at playing pretend, and I'm very good at playing games.
Shout out to the page flippers on this week's Ooh Song, Simon Kenton, Fletcher Gill, and Avra Moana.
And any page flipper can be part of our Ooh Song. We'll tell you more about how you can do that at the end of our meeting.
Yuna, since you're the star page flipper today, tell us, what makes you go, ooh?
I'm really good at making new friends. I'm really good at computers. I like to rainbow loom, and when I'm outside, I like to do the monkey bars. And I can skip bars.
If you could do anything when you grow up, what would you do?
I do like to draw, but I'd rather be an inventor because I like to make things a lot. I made a claw machine out of a box and a few pieces of cardboard and a plastic wrap. It grabs like little notes that tell you what to do.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's time to see what the Whoa Gizmo will come up with for you. Yuna, if you're ready for the Whoa Gizmo, it's ready for you. Pull the lever and see what comes out. It's a book! How to Build a Hug by Amy Guglielmo and Jacqueline Tourville, illustrated by Giselle Potter.
You know what it's time for?
Book Talk! Do you have things you don't like to do? Things that make you go, ick, and not, ooh.
I don't like peanut butter.
I don't like honeydew.
Well, this is a story about a girl named Temple who doesn't like hugs. She likes plenty of other things, like inventing and riding horses and reading books, but hugs, too itchy and uncomfortable. But Temple knows that hugs make people feel better, and she wants to feel like that too. So Temple decided she would build herself a hug.
How can you build a hug?
You'll have to read the book to find out. Here's a hint. It has to do with cows.
Now I'm really intrigued. What do you think, Yuna? You want to check this book out?
Yeah.
Is this the page flipper meeting?
It sure is.
Oh good, I just got a notification on my Whoa Gizmo app.
The Whoa Gizmo has an app?
It does now, I just designed it. I like to keep up with the resources that the Whoa Gizmo recommends.
Wow, I gotta get that app.
Anyway, I'm looking for someone named Yuna.
Here I am.
Hi Yuna, the Whoa Gizmo messaged me. It says you like to invent things, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a designer. It's my job to make things that help people come up with solutions to all kinds of problems.
That's so cool. Can you tell me more about what you do?
Sure thing. I'm a designer and I help a lot of different people and companies make all sorts of things.
Cool. What kind of things do you design?
Some of the things are drink dispensers, tools for healthcare, gaming devices. There have been robots, all sorts of things that save people time and help people do things that may have been difficult.
What made you be an inventor?
My mom, she's a designer, so she's an inspiration. Also not being satisfied with a lot of little things and questioning everything almost too much. But it's really good to question things because that's how we get better answers and we stay creative.
What was your first invention?
My first invention. I did solve a problem involving my zipper years ago, where it was really hard to use my zipper with gloves, and so I made a big ring that attached to my backpack zipper, so it was really easy to pull. It was a circle, but it was great.
Did you go to school to be a designer?
I did. So I went to Syracuse University and studied industrial and interaction design. And so we learned how to work with all sorts of people to put things together, from manufacturing to scientists to engineers the world over.
How do you help your community?
What I like to do is I like to include people that wouldn't often be included in a product or a service. What sort of things are you going to invent in the future?
Well, I'm thinking about trying to make something. It's for plants. So it's like an Alexa, except it's for a pot for a plant that will tell you if the plant needs water or sunlight and what type of plant it is. Because my mom has a bunch of plants at home, so that's why I want to help her with her plants.
What things do you like about the process of inventing? Like, how do you invent something?
That I first get an idea and then I try to find some materials that will work.
Nice. Do you have any favorite materials?
I usually like to use cardboard and tape.
Those you'll be using for years. I still use those for a lot of prototypes. Foam is good too. Your hot glue gun could be your friend. Also, toilet paper and paper towel rolls. They're really good to make a structure with, or different handles.
Thanks for talking with me.
Of course. Good luck with your future designs.
Bye, John. Come back and see us soon.
Bye.
Okay, page flippers. To end our page flipper meeting, it's time to
grab a grown-up. Hey, we see you grown-ups out there. Go ahead.
We know you're there, grown-ups. We can smell you. Well, not really, but we know you're there.
And if your mama or your auntie or grandpa or dad or your uncle or your big brother or sister is washing dishes or something, just turn up the volume on this one. Shake your head up and down.
Snap your fingers with us now.
If you can't snap, clap your hands.
Side to side, just do your dance.
Grab your grown-up. Grab your grown-up.
Just do your dance. Take 'em by the hand.
Grab your grown-up. Just grab your grown-up. Grab your grown-up. Take 'em by the hand. Take 'em by the hand. Grab your grown-up. Woo! Do a little dance. Grab your grown-up. Yeah.
Don't stop now. Just take 'em by the hand.
Grab your grown-up.
Look at that.
Do a little dance. Do a little grab your grown-up. Shake, shake, and do your little dance now. Here's our grown-up moment for today. It's a program at Brooklyn Public Library for kids ages 9 to 17 who love to make things. The Brooklyn Robotics League. Kids and teens can join a team at their local library branch and use Legos, coding, and teamwork to compete against teams across the borough. Or if your kid is younger, we have another fantastic program called Library Lab. Kids ages 4 and up learn science, technology, engineering, and math concepts with fun, free activities and hands-on experiments at branches across Brooklyn. We'll put links to both of those programs on our website.
Did you know that the book we shared with Una, How to Build a Hug, is an actual book? And it's a nonfiction book, so it's about a real person, Temple Grandin, who grew up to become an animal scientist and inventor. You can check out that book from your public library. Plus, we have a whole list of other books about being an inventor on our website. Grown-ups, head to bklynlibrary.org/pageflippers to learn more.
Oh, and kids, if you want to join our Ooh song, ask your grown-up to use their smartphone or computer to record you saying something that makes you go, ooh.
Like, I like reading books. Or, I love reading books.
Yes, it's okay if you can't think of anything else. I love reading books too.
Thanks, Shanitha. We are librarians after all. Anyway, record yourself and then ask your grown-up to email it to podcasts. That's podcast with an S at bklynlibrary.org.
That's it. Page Flippers, see you next week on our podcast feed or anytime at the library.
I don't know if I can ask her.
Just do it, Rachel. Yuna's so nice. I'm sure she'd love to teach you to do the highest monkey bars.
Okay. Deep breath. Yuna, do you think you could show me how you do the highest monkey bars?
Oh, sure. Do you have time now? My dad and I were planning to meet at the park.
Really? That would be so great. You were right. That was so easy.
It's all about the rhythm when you get on the monkey bars. You have to keep swinging your body to grab the next bar.
Got it. Sometimes I get scared when I'm up so high and I forget what I'm supposed to do.
I know what you mean. It can be a little scary up there.
Well, here we are. Man, those monkey bars do look really high.
Rachel, are you okay? You look a little nervous.
I can do this. Just keep swinging. Well, here I go.
Just keep swinging, remember.
Oh man, this is really high. I don't know if I can keep going.
She stopped moving. She's just hanging there. She's freezing up. What can we do?
I've got an idea. What if I designed something to help her? John uses technology to solve problems in the real world. What if I played a song to remind her?
That's a great idea. Here, you can use my phone to find something. Hang on, Rachel. Help's on the way.
Let's see. No, too slow. Too fast. Perfect. Librarian Rachel, can you hear this? Just swing your body back and forth to the music. Don't think about how high up you are.
Okay.
It's working.
She's doing it. Go, Rachel, go.
I did it. I finally conquered the highest monkey bars. Thanks so much for your help, Yuna.
Page Flipper Yuna, you saved the day.
No problem. I'm glad I could help. See you at the next Page Flipper meeting.
Once again, our Page Flipper came to the rescue by reading books and asking the right questions.
Page Flippers, there are so many things you're good at, so many things you can learn, and so many great things you can do.
Page Flippers unite! Wait a minute. I think we surprised them. They didn't say it with us. Let's say it all together. All the Page Flippers listening out there, I'm looking at you.
Okay, on the count of 3, we'll all say, Page Flippers unite. 1, 2, 3.
Page Flippers unite!
Page Flippers Take on the World is brought to you by Brooklyn Public Library. It's produced by Virginia Marshall and hosted by me and Rachel Tiemann. Our script is written by Virginia, Rachel, and me, Shanitha.
Original music from Ty Fryson and melody and lyrics by Shanitha Fryson.
Our team of fabulous children's specialists and library professionals include Jessica Rowley, Rachel Payne, Fritzy Bodenheimer, and Kevin Kelly.
Maddie Fleith and Meryl Friedman designed our logo. Page Flippers Take on the World is produced with support from PRX and is made possible in part by a Ready to Learn grant from the U.S. Department of Education.
We've got a list of books about inventing and designing for kids of all ages on our website, plus links to resources for free programs at the library. Check that out on our website, bklynlibrary.org/pageflippers. Special thanks to John Langer, a real designer who lives in Massachusetts. Kid voices on this episode were Yuna Jo, Melina E., Ada, and Jack. Our star page flipper was Yuna Jo. see you at the next Page Flipper meeting or wherever you get your podcasts.